I'm Ankit Srivastav. I'm a Sitecore developer having 3.5 years of experience. So I'll be uh, showing the demo on Sitecore publishing service. So how to install it and how to make it. Our today's agenda, what we will be covering in our session. So the introduction, what the Sitecore publishing service is, the setup of publishing service to how to set up publishing service to connect to our Sitecore database, run the publishing service in development mode, and install a Sitecore service package, and we'll show a demo on how to run the publish and how it works. Sitecore publishing service. It's a module implemented by Sitecore to provide high performance publishing in large scale Sitecore setups. So it will be a separate module. Like previously, we'll be having already we are having Sitecore publish, but it is implemented within the Sitecore. But this will be a separate application. Why we need this separate application for Sitecore publishing? These are the limitations of the existing Sitecore publishing. So it processes item one at a time. Right now, the algorithm related to publishing is like it item by item and field by field. So it's it takes if whenever it comes bulk publishing, so it takes too much time. So the other one is like extra targets and language increase the publishing time. So as I told, like it takes item by item and fields by field. So every time whenever we are publishing any item, so it will checks for each and every languages. So and if we are increasing the targets as well, so it publishes one by one. So we have two targets. So it will publish to first target. After completion of that, it will start publishing for second target. Third limitation is not transactional. Transactional here means like suppose in case of bulk publishing, publishing 1,000 items, and in between some error occurred or like some issue came or something. So time it hangs up in between. So at time two cases are there. Either it will be showing you publishing hangs up in between, or it will show you error. So there is no additional information like up to what item it has published already and what is remaining. So it's a very difficult task for containers to again publish all items. So next limitation is geolocation targets are slow. So whenever the servers are located at geolocation service, so as this publishing service already takes too much time to publish, so when it comes to geolocation servers, so whenever we are using VPNs and also it will take much more time. So mainly this Sitecore is designed, they have focused on delivery of the content. They have not focused on how to move content from one server to another. These are the lacking features in that existing Sitecore publishing. We'll be getting in this new Sitecore publishing service. So it will be a separate process. So right now we are having the publishing run instance. So it will be a like separate application which will be having different server. It will be hosted on different server. So it take care from there. So it will reduce the load on the Sitecore instance. So the process will be fast. The publishing process will be fast, and it will use the resource. It will use resources in an efficient way. So efficient way means like it will take. It used to publish the items in the batch wise. That's explain later what's the meaning of batch wise it will take. So it will scale and host there is no extra license is required for this publishing module, and like it's easy to configure as well. Perform all action in batches. So, for example, wishing 1,000 items. So it takes the default number of taking the one group of item. It takes 500 items. So at once one batch, it will directly read all the fields, all the items, and all the languages related to it. So it will take one. So reduce the number of calls, and the publishing will be faster. Same language at once. So this is the main lacking feature in that existing publish service. And parallel publishing. Parallel publishing means, as I told, like suppose 2-3 targets are there, so it will be publishing first target first, then second, then third. But in this, it will be publishing there will be parallel publishing simultaneously. It will be publishing on all the servers. So Sitecore publishing service. It's a service run independently from the Sitecore instance. It is responsible for processing the items that requires publishing. We can set up the host on the dedicated site. All the processing is done there. So it won't make the increase the load on the existing server which Sitecore is installed. So publishing service, when you are installing this, so it comes in two parts. One is publishing service. The second is Sitecore publishing service module. Mainly related to UI. So we'll be getting a UI from where we can perform publishing operations. So there's a UI and the different items that are required for publishing dashboard to work, and also to override for publishing mechanism. With that, so it will we are done with the installing of publishing service and this publishing service module. So it will overtake that the existing publishing service. So from there we can directly so from in the existing service option will be working for Sitecore service module.
Use the dashboard, overwriting the publishing mechanism, default publishing mechanism.
Yes.
So it will overwrite only publish item mechanism or publishing site also website.
Both.
Both is how to publish a publish site total.
There will be the dashboard. There will be both the option with there. Publish all full site or publish item wise.
We have both features, both publish item and publish site. It's just the interface will be changed. Instead of getting the default interface, we will be getting the Sitecore publishing service interface.
There is the flow how Sitecore performs the operation when we are using this new service. So this flow diagram is shared by Sitecore. So for queues and execute publishing jobs, as you can see from Sitecore CM, it is queuing the Sitecore items. Then source and target DB directly. So it will separate, and it will directly connect from source and target, and reading and writing items in bulk. So it will do all the jobs. What we call calculate manifest. Manifest means like it will calculate how the item will go from one server to another. So and after clear the cache from the servers, and then it reports status back to the UI interface, like what we were using for like publishing finish and whatever item were published. The implementation requirement, like it works for Sitecore 2 and higher versions. So there are two publishing services Sitecore, that is one is service 1.1 and other is 2.0. So we will be using 2.0. So the requirement is Sitecore publishing module package. These we can get from that side market module, and then one more thing come from we need in with the admin privileges, from where we can run the service. publishing service installation. How to install that? First is service. We install the publishing service. Then we configure it. How to get with the Sitecore database. Then publishing service module at the user interface. Then we're running the service by command prompt, and then we'll be showing the how to publish. Yeah.
A quick question. Previously you were saying about parallel publishing, right?
Yes.
So here the parallel publishing is internet in a single server or multi-server. So what exactly the difference we see it from the normal publishing?
Can you read once again? The internet server.
I am asking about the parallel publishing which you have highlighted, right?
Yes, yes.
Saying that it's can done in multiple servers, or is it on a single server with different queues? Exactly, it is differentiated, and how it is the difference makes the existing one.
So it is really related to the targets. Targets, whatever it will be on different servers or like on the same server but different targets. So it will queue happen for one server. Suppose two targets are there. One is web and one is production. So the queued will be for web, different queue will be there, and for target, different queue will be there, but both will be simultaneously. Like how now it works like, suppose if I'm publishing for production and web. So first start processing for production, web will be in queue only. So simultaneously both will take care.
So it will work in two different resources at the same time.
Yes. So the first step is installation. So what we'll do, we'll first download the publishing service package and we'll take it. This will be first step. We'll extract that, and all the .exe file, it consists of DL and exes, we'll get in one folder. So I get here. Inside this one. So the next step will be so the step will be configuring the services. So how we'll configure it with the Sitecore, or will communicate with the Sitecore. So we will be reading config. We'll go to Sitecore instance. Connect. So we'll be our Sitecore instance. So what setting we need to get from Sitecore publishing services? Multiple active result x equal to true need to do. So this is related to Sitecore side configuration. Then the second step will be the all these three connection string will the publishing service configuration. So writing here, so we need to create one sc.connectionString.xml. In it, we need to define those three strings in this structure. This will be the second step. So the publishing service will start communicating with our Sitecore DB. So how check like the connection string is given correctly. So this will, by using which we can get, so it will be showing installed version. First time when you will install and check, so it will show you the 0, and so I've already installed, so that's why it is showing the second 2 version installed. So once schema available, we will see, and after this we need to update the schema. So it what we just made, it will upgrade all the connections. So if showing error while executing these commands, so it means we have not given in the correct way. We are in our configurations in the correct way. So so now we are with the configuration, and one more configuration is yeah. So up to this was the configuration of the service with the Sitecore. Now the other step is installing the publishing service module. Publish module will also download from the Sitecore site and will install in the our Sitecore instance. Like same as the steps will be same like normal packages we used to install on code. After that, once it is installed, add some publishing files in our Sitecore instance. So will be added Sitecore publishing. So we need to do is now after installing, if we are running in our local, we need to give a local 500. So now we can access our Sitecore instance. So now we can our Sitecore instance.
These configurations we need to disable them, or like which configs you need to enable for it to work?
Already enabled. So right now what we need to edit is Sitecore publishing service config. This will come as a enabled only.
No.
So
Okay.
Go ahead.
About the disabled files, like for CD and other things, if you want to publish, do we need to copy them into that particular location, or is it not required?
One second. Here are these disabled files.
And about the files when we install, right, publishing service, some of the configs it will generate and keep it in the include folder. Which all files we need to enable to complete the installation? Because as in the PowerShell you will update the connection strings also, right? Do we have any patches we need to add on top of it once installation is done, or is it like only specific files we need to enable?
Up to now, what I did in that, I did not get any point regarding enable any file. So I am not sure, like while running from PowerShell it will be needed. I think not needed. This much is enough for that.
Okay, this one was we are doing manually, right?
Yes, manually.
Okay, fine, thanks. Because most of them connection strings may get updated, right? That's why I was asking.
No. Yeah. So So installing the publishing module, we will be getting this option here. This option is also added from here, so publishing dashboard. So you can directly publish from here the full site what you were asking. As this error is showing because like we have not started the publishing service yet. Once we'll start, then this option will go. So to start the service, this is the command. This is started. Let's see how about it. Okay. No. Yeah, this will lead you to the new user interface.
It's not override. You need to do that option.
No, that is overridden. Once you will click, I'll show once.
Okay.
So we'll be adding something. This. We'll be using this option only. When so we can see now it has taken up that new UI. So with subitems, it shows the option is completed. The mail we can get here. What items published, the target and all.
Okay, what are publishing with users?
There are two different types of publishing. One is repair mode. Repair mode is our replace only what existingly we are using, and is smart publishing also.
Use incremental publishing.
Increment, I think it is right is not there. Yes. So we once like that it got published or not. Here it is showing the complete. So in CMD here it will show the error to which ID it is related to, where it occurs.
So again, we need to go to all items, or we can start from the line from where it has started.
We need to take care, like suppose it is related to this branch, so then on up to that branch only, from that we can start again.
Still, this one didn't fix the transactional issue, right?
Yeah, it is showing each and every ID to you. Suppose two IDs we have published, so it's showing your IDs, like what is.
No, I'm asking about the transaction, like if it fails in between, right? Can we do it from middle or like what? That's what I was asking.
Transactional issue, it it results in this manner. Like previously, we don't have any clue where the item got published and which is causing problem in publishing. So here directly we can get the information.
But if you're going with parallel publishing, right, how will differentiate from which one has the issue? Because let me say in a scenario, trying to publish in two different servers at a time, how we will differentiate like the target I can see here internet or something, but yeah, I don't think both the targets will get mixed over here, right? If it's a parallel publishing, because see it.
Yeah, go ahead.
So because don't see for each and every GUID, it will say that it is going to that particular server, right? Then how we will differentiate?
So target is already mentioned. Start building item index for target. So this is our internet target web. So
Yeah.
like this will be showing the for other targets as well.
No, no. What my question here is like you are seeing here, adding the manifest calculation target internet, right? So
Yeah.
if going for parallel publishing, let me say
Mm.
like we have two different targets, internet one and internet two. In that we don't know for which one it's failed. Right? If a couple of infos are at a place, will it differentiate the complete info? Or will it give multiple infos in a single shot? That's what my question.
No, no, it will differentiate. I think I have not created two targets. If I would have created two targets, we can directly see it. Because what I'm seeing promote complete successfully target internet. It is showing this one. So it will show for other targets as well.
Fine. The queue will take one or the other from different, right? If we because we will have a single queue, right?
Yes.
So having multiple
No,
queues.
no, no, not single queue. Web, it will be different queue. For production, it will be different queue.
Okay.
But will simultaneously.
Okay.
I think here is publishing, parallel publishing is nothing but it's picking multiple tasks by using threading. Then it will reach to single server only. Same thing will happen.
So we have converted into small tasks. Like one is item, so taking item by item, so that they convert into batches, and two process they have converted into parallelism. So
Yeah. If you check it like single instance, like 100 items, it will split into 10 tasks. Each task will have 10 items, then it will publish simultaneously one server. Like that. So it is mainly we should have good hardware configurations like RAM, CPU. Those
Because we have parallel publishing in 7.2 itself, right? I think they have just optimized it for publishing service.
see inside web database that data came from this side related to publishing service. So questions. Okay.
main advantage is like it is very like high speed. Then now
Yeah.
publishing that's it.
I like mainly it is related to bulk publishing. Like suppose in the project every week we are facing this bulk publishing issue.
Due to two main reasons,
Yeah.
it runs on different servers. That is one thing, and runs on parallel publishing. These are the main advantages.
Like we have, can we have any configuration or anything which will restrict the number of publishing items in a queue?
Yes, we have. Right now, I don't know the setting name that we can like make it small size batches. Like right now, defaultly, I have read 500 items it takes at once. So we can make it smaller or like bigger as well.
So control the transactions using the batches, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Any other questions? Okay, then thank you from my side.
Yeah, thank you very much.